Good morning, students. This is Utravel, your social science teacher. In the previous classes, we were discussing about World War I. In this lesson, we discussed up to the trench warfare. So, before going to the lesson, we can summarize the lesson what we have learned. So, here the first one, the causes of the war, we discussed in the last class. So, in the causes of the war, we discussed about the two warring camps, that means two camps of the world, German camp and another one is Britain camp, that is called Allies and Central Power. Allies and Central Power, and about war in the Western or French front and trench warfare. These are the things we discussed in previous class. Today we are going to see a new topic on the same course of the war, the Battle of Verdun. So Battle of Verdun is one of the most important battle. In this battle, Germany was attacked by the two countries. One is the France and another one is Britain. So in this war began in 1916. It lasted for about 5 months. This is a 5-month war. So between February and July. So in this war, 2 million soldiers took part and half of them were killed in the Battle of Verdun. So another side, the Britain against Germany in the river Somme. So this is called Battle of Somme. In the Battle of Somme, the British attacked Germany. So this is called Battle of Somme. In this battle, the 20,000 of men of Britain were killed on the first day of this battle. So almost it was the failure of Britain. But unfortunately, this war was turning point. That means Germany was defeated by Allies. Already we discussed about Allies and Central Powers. Who were called Central Powers? Germany, Austria-Hungary, Turkey, Bulgaria. They were called Central Powers. And Allies, who were all called Allies means there were 9 nations: Russia, France, Britain, Italy, USA, Belgium, Serbia, Romania and Greece. They were called Allies power. So this Allies power defeated the Germany in the Battle of Verdun. So another one, war in Eastern or Russian front. In this time, the Russian troops repeatedly defeated the Austrians. So Austria was one of the central power. This central power was defeated by Russia. But on the another side, Russians were defeated by the Germans. Germany, Austria, Hungary, Turkey, Bulgaria, they were allied countries. Here, so what is the main reason for the Russian defeat? So Russia had worst trained and equipped army. So equipped army, that is the reason it was defeated by Germany. On the another side, in 1917, there was a revolution in Russia. The revolution broke out. So what is the main reason for the Russian revolution? Already we discussed about the worst trained and equipped army of Russia. So here the Russian government recruit number of civilians, that means the common people in their army. That is the reason for the failure. That is why we said here the worst trained and equipped army. That is the reason we said here like this. After the 1917 revolution in Russia, the Tsarist regime of Russia was overthrown by the revolution, and Russian people wanted peace. they signed Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Germany in March 1918. So after this, the position of Germany became strong. So here Russia was one of the powerful country. That powerful country withdrew from the First World War on the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. Here, after the treaty, Germany became the strongest power. It appeared as if the Allies were going to lose. But here, although Russia withdrew from the war, USA came in the battlefield. This is one of the biggest turning point of this topic. Another one is the minor threats of war in the Middle East. In the Middle East, which country is called Middle East? The country between the Europe and Asia, that center countries, they were called Middle East countries. In the Middle East, Turkey was a powerful country. So it was one of the powerful country. Turkey fought on the sides of the central powers. Already we discussed, it fought on the side of central power. Turkey met with initial success and the allies suffered reverse. That means in the beginning, the Turkey got some victory, but later it suffered, particularly in Egypt, Mesopotamia and Gallipoli. Ultimately, Turkey was defeated by the allies. In the beginning, they got some victory, but later it was defeated by the allies. Allies means we know the 9 nations, 9 countries of the Europe. So they defeated Turkey. Turkey tried to attack Suez Canal. Suez Canal is one of the major canal. It was an artificial canal. It links Europe and Asia on the sea route. Here, so Turkey wanted to capture Suez Canal, but were repulsed. Britain attacked Turkey in Iraq. So it wanted to capture Suez Canal. Instead of this, Britain attacked Turkey in Iraq and later in Palestine and Syria. So after that, in Arabia there was a nationalism. Arabian nationalism broke out in Arabia. So nationalism means only, so it means in Arabian Revolution, Arabia only for Arabians. That is the main motto of this Arabian nationalism. So Britain utilized this opportunity. So it created the revolt against the Sultan of Arabia through his agent. So British agent turned Arab people to against Sultan. So hereafter, Britain directly attacked the Turkey to capture Constantinople. So Constantinople was a capital of Turkey, but the Turks protected the Constantinople. Next topic, in the forest. In the forest mean in the eastern continent, the eastern side. That means the Asia. In Asia, China also joined the allies. China joined allies. Kyushu is a place given to Germany by China in the provinces of Shandong. The Kyushu, so it is a place of China in Shandong provinces. Japan captured Kyushu. Already, because already we discussed about the rise of Japan. So Japan becoming a powerful country in Asia continent. Here, the Japan captured Kyushu and threatened China. So it threatened China into ceding valuable concession and privileges. I also discussed about the Balkan War in 1912 and 1913. There was 2 Balkan wars in the world history. First one, the Austro-German army in coordination with Bulgaria crushed Serbia. Already we discussed about the central powers. Austro-German army, Austria and Germany army in the coordination with Bulgaria. That means Austria, Hungary and Germany and Bulgaria joined together and crushed Serbia. Serbia came under German rule. So Serbia was occupied by Germany. Romania watched the course of the war and in August 1916 joined the Allies. Romania. So it is another Balkan nation or Balkan country. It closely watched and joined with Allies in 1916. Romania also passed under Austro-German occupation. That means although it joined with the Allies, later it was captured by the Austro-German occupation. That means Austro-German army. The fate of colonies of Germany in Africa. In German colonies in Western and Eastern Africa were also attacked by the Allies. In Africa, Germany colonized some of the territories. These colonies were attacked by the Allies as these colonies were quite far from Germany. So these colonies, Africa is one of the continent. So Germany is a country of Europe. So the Allies occupied the German colonies in Africa because Germany quite far from Africa. They could not receive any immediate help and therefore surrendered to the Allies. These African colonies, that means the German possessions in Africa, surrendered to Allies because these colonies could not receive any help from Germany. Italy fall to Austrian onslaught. So Italy formally joined the Allies in the war in May 1916. Italians were fighting with the Austrians and continued to sustain their resistance. But when the Germans came to Austria's help, the Italians collapsed. That means in the beginning, Italy was with the Allies. So after the intervention of the Germany in the war, not only in the war, after the victories of the Germany, Italy withdrew from the First World War. So here the Central Powers victories. Already we discussed about the Central Powers. Here we are going to discuss about the Central Powers. The Central Powers successfully occupied Belgium and a part of France in the northeast, Poland, Serbia and Romania. We discussed about it earlier. So here the Central Powers occupied Belgium. Belgium was a Allies, one of the Allies power, and France in the northeast, Poland, Serbia and Romania. These were the Allies powers nations. These nations were occupied by the Central Powers. The epicenter of the struggle was the Western Front and the sea. As the Allies controlled the sea route. Allies means England. England is one of the dominant power in the sea. They cut off the supply of food and other material reaching the Central Powers. The sea route, that means the sea routes were under the control of the England. So England, that means the Allies, cut off the important, that means the necessary goods of Germany. In Germany and Austria, women and children suffered from hunger and privation. Germany attacked England by air. Germany attacked England by air. The first time bombs were thrown on London and places where there were major factories. So Germany attacked London and some other major factories of England. Later, aeroplanes were used for targeting civilian population. The German Air Force attacked civilian population. The Germany introduced poison gas and soon both sides restored to its use. The first time Germans used poison gas to defeat the Britain. So naval battles and America's entry into the war. Here the Battle of Jutland. In 1916 there was a naval battle. That battle was called Battle of Jutland. In the battle occurred in North Sea. So in this battle the British got victory. The British defeated Germany Thereafter, Germany started this submarine warfare and their cruisers went roaming boat. So first in this battle, Germany was defeated. After the defeat of Germany, Germany used its submarines to defeat the or to sink the ships of the Allies. One of these was the famous M10, which bombarded Madras. During the time, India was under the control of the British. So there was a ship, submarine, famous M10, which bombarded Madras. The Madras was attacked by the Germany. As a countermeasure to blockade, the Germans proclaimed in January 1917 that they would sink even neutral ships in the certain water. So Germany not only sink the Allies, the neutral powers ships also sink by the Germans. This means that all ships in the Britain waters. So here we are going to discuss about the entry of America. It was the turning point, already I told you. So here the Lusitania, it was a ship, American ship was dropped out by German submarines. So there was a lot of resentment in the USA and President Wilson declared war against Germany in April 1917. So it is one of the remarkable history in the First World War. In 1917, America entered in the First World War because the Lusitania, it was a famous merchant ship. This merchant ship was destroyed by German submarine. That is the reason Woodrow Wilson, he was a president of America, declared war on Germany in 1917. So America's entry with the enormous resource made Allied victory a foregone conclusion. So another one is the Armistice and Treaty of Versailles. After the entry of America, the Allies became powerful countries, the powerful nations. So finally it was defeated. Germany was defeated by the Allies. Here the Armistice and Treaty of Versailles. Germany ultimately surrendered in November 1918. So Germany lost its number of soldiers and wealth, and totally it was defeated. Finally, the Germans surrendered to the Allies in 1918. The armistice took effect from 11th November 1918. Germany was forced to accept harsh terms by the political situation at home with the abdication of the Kaiser Wilhelm. So Kaiser Wilhelm was a ruler, emperor of Germany. He resigned his position. That is the reason Germany came under the control of Allies. And Paris Peace Conference. The Paris Peace Conference is one of the main reason for the Second World War. The peace conference opened in Paris in January 1919, 2 months after the signing of the armistice. Woodrow Wilson was the president of USA, and Lloyd George, Prime Minister of England, and Clemenceau, Prime Minister of France, played a very important part in the deliberations. So these personalities played major role in the formation of League of Nations. The German government was forced to agree to the terms. On 28th June 1919, the peace treaty was signed in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. So 28th June in 1919, the peace treaty was signed in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles was signed. Germany was forced to admit in the League of Nations. So we can discuss about the provisions of the Treaty of Versailles here. So first point, Germany was found guilty of starting the war and therefore was to pay reparation. Reparation means the war compensation. So in the beginning, Germany first started the war. That is the reason it had to pay war compensation. The Reparation Commission set up for deciding the compensation decided on 6,600 million pounds to be paid in installment. The first thing, Germany forced to pay heavy war compensation. That means the 6,600 million pounds. All central powers were directed to pay war indemnity. The second point is that the Germany already I said Treaty of Versailles is one of the major cause for the Second World War. So here Germany was humiliated. Second point, the German army was to be limited. 1 lakh men. A small navy was allowed, but there were to be no submarines and no air force. So here Germany force armies were reduced by the Allies. It can have 1 lakh men and small navy, but they should not have any submarines and air forces. First one, it was Germany was forced to pay heavy war compensation. Second one, its army was reduced. Third one, the independence of Austria should be accepted. It is one of the main condition. The union of Austria and Germany was forbidden, and Germany was to acknowledge and respect the independence of Austria. So here already we discussed. It was colonized. Germany colonized number of regions, number of territories in Africa and Europe. So here the dominated powers, the dominated countries should be given independence. That is the reason here Austria was given independence. Germany was forced to give up all the rights and titles over her overseas possessions to the Allies. Already I told you, in Africa, Germany colonized some of the territories. These overseas colonies should be given to the Allies, and it was mandated by the League of Nations. Germany was forced to revoke the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk and Bucharest. Alsace-Lorraine was returned to France. Alsace and Lorraine, it was famous. They were the famous trading centers of France. This should be returned to France. The former Russian territories of Finland, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania were to be independent countries. Northern Schleswig was given to Denmark and some small districts to Belgium. The Northern Schleswig, it was one of the region of Schleswig. In 1884, it was occupied by Germany. So Poland was recreated with the corridor to the Baltic containing the German ports of Danzig, which was to be a free city under the auspices of League of Nations. And 10th one, the Rhineland was to be occupied by the Allies. Richest Rhineland, it was occupied by Allies. Rhineland was a German possession. It was taken by Allies. The area on the east bank of the Rhine was to be demilitarized. Totally, the peace conference, that means the Treaty of Versailles, it was a planned one. It humiliated and demilitarized, and it was demilitarized the Germany. Now we can discuss about the criticism of the peace settlement. So number of criticism broke out about the Paris Peace Conference. The defeated powers were absent from negotiation. In the League of Nations, the defeated powers, Austria, Hungary, Italy, central powers, that means the central powers, they were absent. The peace settlement, a dictated one, was based on the principle to the victory belongs the spoils and the allies are the victories. The second one, Self-determination was the principle which was one of the 14 points of Woodrow Wilson. So Woodrow Wilson, American president, he gave his 14 points for the League applied to all the people except the Germany. So except the Germany, his pope only applicable for the Allies, not for Germans. The reparation of 6,600 million pounds was beyond Germany's capacity to pay. It's a very heavy war compensation. Germany can't pay this reparation. Germany was weakened politically and economically. Already it was weakened in the war. So here, second time it was weakened by the Allies. Woodrow Wilson betrayed the Germans and Austrians to whom he had made promises. In 1920, the United States took a policy of isolation. The United States in 1920, United States followed the policy of isolation. It didn't interfere in the European political matters. When the Senate refused to ratify the Treaty of Versailles, only a greatly weakened France, with the qualified support of Britain, was left to face Germany's potential strength. The another one is that Italy was much disappointed at the peace settlement. So Italy withdrew from the war, and later it was disappointed, but the Allies gave the small places to the Italy. The population of Europe was so mixed that it was impossible to draw a clear national frontier with ethnic homogeneity. Finally, the settlement created many national minorities within state. European population was a mixed population, so that is the reason it can't draw up clear national frontier. So countries gave a promise to respect the right of minorities, but often relations turned bitter. Here the separate treaties were drawn up and signed by the allies with Austria, Hungary, Bulgaria and Turkey. The central powers, the treaties were signed, separate treaties were signed with the central powers. That means Austria, Hungary. The Treaty of Sevres with Turkey and number of treaties, though accepted by the Sultan. This treaty was not accepted by the Sultan. The Mustafa Kemal Pasha, he was a ruler of Turkey. He didn't accept the Treaty of Sevres. Okay, children. Today's class is over. You were asked to complete the assignment by clicking the link. Thank you.